when it comes to investing in real estate and then choosing the location you want to invest in, I mean, we all see that when you're talking about real estate investment, location is very, very important. I mean, that is a correct information. Now, when it comes to that location you want to invest in, there are three paramount things you need to decide on. Okay, you need to be aware of what the statistics of that location is saying. Now, the number one thing is the population growth rate. Number two is land value appreciation. Then number three is the economic growth rate. Now, when you have the statistics of these three parameters, it will help you to make adequate and swift investment decision. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you guys about investing right now in Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Goodness Usman. I am the queen of landlord makers, and truly, I want to bring you the statistics of Ibeju, Lekki concerning these three parameters we just talked about. The first one we talked about is the population growth rate. Do you know that the statistics have shown us that between 2020 and 2025, the population growth rate of Ibeju, Lekki is at 15%. Honestly, I will personally disagree because I feel like these statistics is way big, maybe in 2022 or something, because right now in 2024, I feel like the population growth rate of Ibeju, Lekki has grown above 15%. But let's stick to the data we have been given, which is 15%. The second parameter, the economic growth rate. Yes, these statistics have shown us that for Ibeju, Lekki, its economic growth rate right now since 2020 is at 10%. Again, I feel like based on everything that is happening in Ibeju, Lekki right now, considering the numbers of businesses that have been run there right now, it should be above 10%. But let's just take to this one that we have based on the statistics I have data, right? Okay, so the third parameter, which is of course important and where most of investors focus on, is the land price or land value appreciation. All right, that is actually very high right now. Now, statistics have shown us that it is currently at 30%. Again, I would like to argue that, but I mean, I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to give you guys what the statistics is saying. And my sources are the Real Estate Market Report and Lagos State Government. Okay, now I haven't seen what the statistics or heard what the statistics of this location, Ibeju, Lekki, is talking about right now, and this has been on since 2020 to this year. So we don't even have the statistics for the next 5 years, right? Hopefully, when we enter into 2025, we will have those statistics for the next or projection, by the way, for the next 5 years. Now, what am I here to tell you is that it is still very good a time for you to buy and own a plot of land or acres of land in Ibeju, Lekki. Now, of course, you and I know that Ibeju, Lekki local government is big. It's a very vast and big local government. And of course, it all starts from some part of Ibeju downwards to after Lakapine all the way, right? So yes, which part specifically am I talking about? Well, let's talk about this very part that I want you guys to take advantage of the property selling there, because it is selling on pre-launch. And trust me when I tell you, any part of Ibeju, Lekki that you buy a property right now, you are going to definitely be part of those who are going to enjoy the land appreciation value that we just talked about. I mean, we know that this area is still growing, and Lagos State Government, in fact, precisely, the governor had come out to tell us that they have projected that the economic stability of the entire Lagos State itself is going to be strongly dependent on what is happening in Ibeju, Lekki before 2030. And that alone is one of the reasons why you should be owning property right now there. Some of you have bought properties there, and it's still a good time to still be buying as much as you can. Now, which estate am I talking about precisely? I'm talking about Peak Palm City, okay? By the way, the launching date has been set for 14th of November, which is next week Thursday. Couple of days to come. And after the launching, they might not have the pre-launch prices on for maybe less than a few days. It might just be on for a few days. So it's still better that you take advantage of the pre-launch price now that is still selling at 20 million naira per plot of 600 square meter, 300 square meter, 10 million. That is the cheapest verifiable titled land you'll find right now in Lekki. Yes, I mean, check it. The data are online. You guys are online, so check it, verify it. So hey, the reason why I'm coming to remind you is because the launching is coming in a few days, like I've said. And if you wait until after then, I mean, max maybe 1 week after, that's when the prices will then be increased, if that will be the case in this particular scenario. So you have to seize the opportunity now and come make your reservation on this plot. Now I can go on and on as to the benefit of why you should buy a property in Ibeju right now. I know that we've been saying a lot of things. Some of you already had a lot of things. Some of you do not even know much. But let me just quickly touch on the benefit of owning a plot of land in Ibeju in this 2024. Now, number one is the fact that you get to enjoy potential long-term return on your investment. Yes, Ibeju is not a place you are investing on a short term. It is, of course, for a long term. And you know, as an investor, you should always get to have all of this long term in your portfolio and then maximize the potential value that is in there for you. That's a very valid reason and the benefit you get. Now, another benefit I want to share with you guys is taking advantage of infrastructure development. That is, some of course are already ongoing right now. I mean, I don't need to mention, but just to mention a few, you know about the operation of the Dangote refinery plus every other thing around it right now. The Lekki deep sea port has been in operation for a while. So people are importing, you know, goods into the country, cars and all of that. In fact, those of you that are even based in Canada and in Dubai, US, that you want to go into car dealership, you can definitely start importing your cars into Nigeria through the Lekki deep sea port right now. And trust me, the waivers, the processes are still way easier than the Apapa deep sea port. Okay? So yes, I mean, using Apapa channel right now, we all know how rigorous those terminals are right now. But this Ibeju part is still a lot easier. So operation had kicked off since last year, and they are really moving at the speed of light. Now, let's not even talk about the major infrastructures only. Let's talk about, I mean, manufacturers who are already situated there and they are carrying out their businesses. They have massive operation going on there over the last 4 or half a decade plus, and many more are still even building their infrastructure and commencing operation in 2025. The free trade zone is a plus for you as a business person, so positioning yourself right now still makes a whole lot of sense, or further positioning yourself more. Now, another benefit you need to consider is the fact that you get to benefit from emerging economic opportunities, and that is vast right now because it is a fast-growing commercial hub. So when you own a property, landed property especially now, you're going to be doing what benefiting from that as well. Now, let me say this. You get to benefit from lower prices. Yes, when you secure your plots now, you're benefiting before the prices get to rise. Some people bought plots of land in Ibeju maybe 5 years ago. It wasn't at 20 million naira per plot. Now that you're still going to buy Peak Palm at 20 million naira per plot, it is still at a low price because the prices are fast rising as we're seeing it, and you can't compare this price to the next half a decade or 1 decade to come. Now, let's even look at the very huge potential for property appreciation and rental income, which is why it is good that you position yourself right now, in consideration of Peak Palm City. Wrapping this up, right, in terms of the benefits you get and many more things, you know, the government is doing everything to support this particular part of Lagos. And that's one of the reasons why you as an investor should also be investing more or start investing now in Ibeju, because a lot of the time you should ask yourself, what's the interest of the government in a particular location, and when they are going to, you should also be going there. In fact, you should pay attention to what the government is saying about this location, and trust me when I tell you, they got a lot to say about this location. So ladies and gentlemen, remember the pre-launch price is still currently selling, and I want you to key into it. Initial deposit is 20%, and you can spread your payment across 12 months without interest. That is obviously the icing on the cake. After the launching, I am definitely sure that they will take away that 12 months. I am so sure that they will take away the 12-month payment plan without interest. So, which is why it is a sweet deal for me, and I'm advising you to come and acquire your own plot of land there right now before the prices are increased. Of course, it's not just limited to 300 square meter or 600 square meter. They have the 400, and then they have the 500 square meter. You know, this property is, of course, very close to the road, a walkable distance from the road. However, you know, because of the Lekki Coastal Road happening right now, so in a way, by the time they're done with that marking, this property will be facing the Lekki Coastal Road. And then when you cross the road, you have the beach. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just, I mean, another beauty to have just there, you know, the beach and water and everything right there. So, but let's focus on the land value appreciation over a longer period of time. You will not regret owning this property. This is a secured, a safe, titled land that is very favorable. It's a land government allocation, and of course, it has a governor's consent. In Ibeju, it is something that is very, very rare to come by right now. Just very few properties have good titles like this. So, and that's the fact that you are buying a property that's going to give you peace of mind. But remember, it is a property you're buying for a long haul. This is not a short-term investment. I just need to reiterate that, so that you don't buy the property 1 year down, you're asking what's happening there, what's happening there, and all of that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Ibeju, like I said earlier, and I'll be delighted to help you start the process of acquiring your plot of land right here in this estate, like I said. And of course, as the launching day gets closer, and of course, you would have no reason to regret investing here. So, what's it gonna be? Now you have the information. Remember, they say that information is power. I've given you enough data to make up your mind to buy into this estate. And I always advise, if you have the resources at a time, you shouldn't buy one plot. You know, grow, emerging places like this are not a place you should buy one plot, half a plot, 2 plot, and all of that. Because when they boom finally, you would wish that you bought more. So when you buy more, you have more to reap at the long run. So I'll be waiting for your call. The 2 numbers are available on WhatsApp. Please call me. Let me help you start the process of buying this property, this landed property, at the current pre-launch price. Remember, it will be launched on the 14th of November, few days to go. Thank you once again, and I'll see you when you give me a call. I am waiting for your call, whether you're in Canada, you're in the US, you're in Europe, you're in Dubai, you're in any beautiful place you are across the world. Just give me a call. We can work out the time difference. It's not an issue. Thank you so much. Please ensure that wherever you're watching me from, you remain safe and awesome, just the way you are. So I say to you,